It's Joy. I'm back again with another live. I know it's been a minute since I've been live, you guys, but I'm here. I'm not going to be on here for too long because I know it is a lot later than usual. But yes, I'm here, you guys. I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I was thinking of, and maybe this could be something that you're dealing with, or maybe it's somebody that you know, or maybe this you dealt with this in the past, and maybe this is just something good to learn from, especially from past experiences. So I wanted to talk a little bit about overcoming the sad spell that maybe you or someone that you may know could be dealing with. Dealing with sad spells are never easy. And when I say sad spell, excuse me, when I say sad spell, it could just be like, maybe you're just having days where you're just not really feeling happy. You could be feeling like, filled with a lot of anger, regret, a lot of grief, a lot of frustration, a lot of confusing energies. Also, it could be, again, you could be feeling upset. You could be feeling like a lot of remorse for yourself. Maybe you could be feeling disappointed. You could be feeling like you made a mistake, or something is just not right. Or maybe you even feel depressed, or maybe you feel some sort of anxiety, or maybe you feel kind of stressed out in some way. So I just want to kind of talk to you guys about, overcoming that sad spell. So one of the things that helped me, because I know that, yes, I was depressed for a while, especially after dealing with the narcissist, the male narc, and, also living with my aunt, going no contact with her and never really speaking to her ever again. I had to kind of come to the conclusion that, they weren't going to change. There was nothing that I could do. I tried my best. I tried my hardest to, have them into my life and try to be accepted, try to be, you know, to please them and to really do things to make them happy. But at the end of the day, nothing can make the narcissist happy. Nothing's going to satisfy the narcissist because they don't want to be satisfied. They don't want you to make them feel whatever it is that they're looking from you for, like certain, like supply or attention, admiration or praise. Like, yeah, they may be satisfied in the moment, but at the end of the day, it's not really going to last. It's not going to be like a long-term thing. So, you just kind of want to keep that in mind. But so yeah, so you have to understand, the narcissist is not going to change. There's nothing that you can do to make the narcissist change. The sad spell also could be how I was able to overcome it. I had to grieve. I had to grieve the illusion. I had to understand that what I was dealing with, the lies and the future faking was, it happened for a reason, and that I was a victim of that. You get what I'm saying? I was a victim of that. And it wasn't my fault, right? It wasn't my fault that it happened. It happened to me, right? So I shouldn't like blame myself or, try to, think otherwise about it, right? So I just kind of had to accept it. Another thing that helped me with the sad spell, was really just understanding that there was going to be hope for a better future. So I had to say, okay, what this happened, this is not the end all be all. I'm going to be back to my normal self again. I'm going to feel happy, whole, complete. And then one day, the pain is not going to be as bad, right? I'm not going to feel as bad as like how I am feeling now. And that this is just a phase. And I had to realize that, I'm going to get through this, right? So you kind of have to decide that for yourself. You have to kind of make that decision for yourself and say, hey, yes, this is just something that I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I may not feel happy right now, or I may be feeling sad. I may be feeling a lot of different emotions. Maybe there's like a lot of negative emotions, but you have to just kind of come to the realization that it's going to get better, and that it's just like this too shall pass. Like, you have to kind of say that to yourself. You get what I'm saying? So you just want to remember that. The other thing that helped me with the sad spell was, obviously getting out there and doing things, enjoying life, getting involved in activities, doing things like hobbies or interests and things that made me happy, or things that I felt excited about, or new adventures that I wanted to try. Also, what else helped me with the sad spell was, traveling and like I said, spending time with family and friends, and just getting out there, getting back out in life. And another thing was, getting involved as far as like not just hobbies, but also like volunteer activities, also activities like yoga. That was another big thing that helped me get out of the sad spell. Another thing that helped me get out of the sad spell was when I stopped looking on the narcissist social media. Now, I know that I did have someone that mentioned that to me, and they mentioned how, they would go onto the narcissist page and how it would make them feel upset. Now, that's something that I would do constantly, like all the time. And I remember how I felt. It's never a good feeling when you go onto the narcissist page and maybe they treated you like crap. Um, Maybe they made you feel like you wasn't good enough, like it was something wrong with you. Maybe they made you feel like you were unattractive, that maybe they felt like you were fat, or maybe they felt like you were overweight, or maybe they felt like your personality, it was something inherently wrong with your personality, right? And you felt like there was a flaw inside of you that was making you behave a certain way, or maybe just like just the way that you show up in the world, or like I said, your behaviors, your attitudes, your personality. It's kind of like, maybe they maybe have praised you about it in the beginning, but then some way somehow they turn around and then they will talk down on it, right? They may say something like, oh well, if let's say if you're a bigger size, they may say, oh well, you're fat. Or maybe if you look a certain way, they may say you're handsome, but then they could say you're not so handsome. Or they may say, hey, you're ugly. Or hey, maybe you need to fix this about yourself, or you need to fix that about yourself. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe they could talk about the clothes that you wear. Maybe they say like, oh, they like that outfit, but then in the next sentence they can say, oh well, I don't think you should wear that, or that doesn't look good. You get what I'm saying? So they can really kind of do the whole reverse psychology. You get me? And so, you just really want to kind of keep that in mind and be aware of that. Another thing that did help me with the sad spell was obviously, again, just accepting that things are done, kind of getting rid of that hope that the narcissist was going to come back and change, that the narcissist was going to come back and apologize, that the narcissist was going to give me closure, that the narcissist was somehow one day going to wake up and realize what they've done. That's just something that does not happen. And I know that that can be a hurtful thing to do, to hold out on hope, waiting for a long time. Maybe this is something that you've done. Maybe you could be doing this now. But just realize that, the narcissist is never going to give you closure. They're never going to say sorry. They, if they could do what they've done to you already, they would do it again, right? And a lot of times they think that you deserve to be treated that way. That's just because that's who they are initially. It's not that you deserve to be treated that way. It's just because a lot of us, we allow them to do that because we feel like, we have a bond, we have a connection, and we feel like we don't want to give up on that connection. We feel like we need to fight for the connection. But we have to remember that the narcissist's feelings are not reciprocal. They don't love us. They don't value us. They don't respect us. They see us as a child. It's like child abuse, right? And so, that's kind of how the dynamic is. And so, at the end of the day, once you come to that conclusion, then that's going to help you to get out of that sad spell, because you're in a sad spell because something inside of you is yearning for the narcissist. You still want to be with them, and maybe you still want to know how they're doing. Maybe you want to know if they're happy with their new person. Maybe you want to know like how things could have been different. Maybe you even want to reconcile. Maybe you still even want to be their friend still, or maybe you are their friend, right? Or maybe you just want them to be a part of your life, right? Some people hold out on hope, and I get it. I've been there, done that. But one of the things, again, that was my motivator, you guys, was the pain. The pain is what helped me to get out of that sad spell, because I said, do I want to experience pain, or do I want to experience happiness? Do I want to be heartbroken, or do I want to be feeling joy? Do I want to be miserable, or do I want to be at peace? You get what I'm saying? So you kind of have to make that decision. And some people, although they may say they want to be happy, although they say they want peace, although they say they want joy, they might be comfortable with being depressed. They might be comfortable with being stressed out. They might be comfortable with the drama. They might be comfortable with the misery, because what is it? Misery loves company, right? And so some people aren't used to those happy feelings, right? Because they've never experienced that. You see what I'm saying? And so, or maybe they've seen other people experience it, and maybe they just feel like that's not for them. You get what I'm saying? So, you just want to be mindful of that. But yeah, you guys, I hope that made sense and is helpful. Because I know that sad spell is never an easy thing, you guys. It's never easy because again, I know that all too well. Unfortunately, I know what it's like, to feel sad about the narcissist and be like that for a really long time. I know, like I said, for the first 6 months, I would literally wake up and cry, and I wouldn't even get out of the bed, you guys. Like I would literally wake up, I would kind of turn over and I would start crying. And I did that for 6 months. And I would also be visiting the narcissist page, the Facebook page, constantly. It was like an addiction. It was like a habit, you guys, right? Sometimes we get addicted to the narcissist. We get addicted to the drama. We get addicted to the highs and the lows, right? We get addicted to the abuse, right? And sometimes, it's an unhealthy attachment, right? It's an unhealthy bond, and then sometimes we learn that from our childhood, or we learn that from other people around us, or other unhealthy environments, whether it was like at the church was unhealthy, or maybe it was at work could have been an unhealthy environment, or school could have been an unhealthy environment, or maybe you got bullied and teased, and maybe you could have gotten bullied and teased at church, or any other community location and stuff, or maybe it was just you got bullied at family gatherings or family reunions or family events. Maybe people picked on you, or they singled you out. I know my aunt would do that to me all the time. Whenever there would be family gatherings, she would always either try to make me feel unincluded, or she would always try to single me out, try to make me feel uncomfortable, or try to make me feel bad about something that that I should not have a reason to feel bad about, something, and she would find a way to try to make me feel bad about it, right? So yeah, um, I hope that this was helpful, you guys. I'm trying to see another way to overcome that sad spell that you may be feeling is just understanding that like I said, this too shall pass. There's better out there. You deserve someone that's going to love you, respect you, and treat you right. The narcissist doesn't treat you right. And also just remember that life is short. Life is short. I had to learn that. It's like, you know what? If this person is not treating me right, then you don't have to stay there. You don't have to deal with it. It doesn't matter if it's a family member, an in-law, the same thing. You don't have to deal with that. You can keep your distance, you can keep limited contact, or go no contact. It just really depends on you. Um, I'm trying to see another thing that helped me overcome the sad spell is just go is trust in the process. So if you're feeling sad, don't try to get rid of the feelings. Like feel what you have to feel. You get what I'm saying? Do some journaling too, maybe reading the Bible, or booking a session with me, or like maybe it's like talking to a coach, a therapist, or a counselor and stuff like that. And also it could just be doing some self-reflection, doing like, because you can start to say, well, why am I feeling so sad over a person that really is not feeling sad over me? You see what I'm saying? um so kind of seeing it like, are you like attracted to people that are not really interested in you? Do you see that as a challenge? Do you know what real love looks like? Or do you um you know are you open to receiving real love? Do you know what unhealthy love is? You get what I'm saying? Like, so maybe there's some things that you have to do on the inside. And again, just understand that the narcissist they're doing their own thing. They're not thinking about you. I mean, some of them might, but at the end of the day, they're not there for you when you need them, right? So anyway, you guys, I hope that that made sense. I would love to know what was you guys' takeaway. I know that this live was a little later than usual. Um, but I'm here. If you guys want to reach out to me, make sure that you book a session with me. Also, make sure that you do inquire about my 90-day coaching program, as well as my book. Make sure you get both of your copies of my book. Your pain will make you successful. Reclaim your life back. Also, shout out to Charlie Bailey. Make sure that you get her book as well. Also, you guys, I do have my self care products that are coming out next month. So make sure that you guys do stay tuned to that. I'm super, super, super excited to be launching that. I think that's something that you guys are really, really, really going to like. Also, don't forget, I am doing the holiday package deal as well. So if you would like to learn more about that, please be sure to give this video a like, comment, subscribe, or you can send me an email at livenarcfree9@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. But other than that, I love you guys. Make sure that you leave topics and things that you guys want to learn about, so that way we can all learn, we can help each other heal, recover, and move past this experience. Because what do they say? It takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community for all of us to collective heal and to heal, right? And don't forget, you guys, please feel free to join my free Facebook support group called the Healing in the Recovery Room, where it is all about, healing and recovery. And so that way we can be happy, healthy, peaceful, and progress in our lives. So anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.